Welcome back, beautiful people, to the second hour of LoveBabz, LoveTalk. I'm Babz Rawls-Ivy. This is the part where I do all the talking to the people I really am interested in. So I'm welcoming Bobbi Brown, the new communications director for Workforce Alliance, or director of communications for Workforce Alliance. So she's going to come and talk about all the things that she needs to communicate to the community about what is happening. Listen, Harry and I love that name, Bobbi Brown, and and so Harry and I are so close that if I was like, oh, you know what, that's a cool name. I was like, she's not the Bobbi Brown, but she is Bobbi Brown. And I said, she's coming on to talk about what's going on at Workforce Alliance, and he's like, yeah, that's her prerogative.
Yes. Well, Babz, thank you for having me. And I have like a little speech that I do. My name is Bobbi Brown. That's Bobbi with an I, not a Y. I don't sing, nor do I do makeup, but I'm a leader in my own right. So, just because, people tend to spell it wrong and it's not that many letters, but just try to let them know, like, hey, spell it right, spell it right.
Oh, I know, girl. I can imagine all the ways in which they try to do your name. I have a good girlfriend whose name is Bobbi. And she spells it the way you spell it, with an I. So, well, welcome. Are you from New Haven?
No, ma'am. I'm from Bridgeport, Connecticut, born and raised. Went from elementary school all the way to college, and got an opportunity to work for Workforce Alliance in New Haven. So I'm not familiar with all the areas of New Haven, but I've gone to a few churches. So I know, a little bit on that side of things. So my mom's a preacher, so I know the community on that side, but I'm looking forward to continue to learn about New Haven.
Oh, it's not, it's a relatively easy city to maneuver physically, right? You can get around, although the one-way streets will get on your damn nerves, but
oh, yes.
and the ridiculously long lights will get on your nerves. But aside from that, New Haven has a lot to offer, as you are starting to find out. A lot to offer, lots of great places to eat, lots of great places to hang out, lots of theater, lots of arts. So welcome to New Haven.
Thank you. Thank you. And I'm excited to be here. I'm grateful for the opportunity to work for Workforce Alliance because it gives me an opportunity to tap into the community that we serve. Much like where I'm from, there are a lot of resources within a community, and I think it's my job to share what Workforce Alliance does and how people can find out how they can be a part of what we do here and how we can meet the needs of our community. I'm really excited.
I'm looking forward to it. So what's up? What's coming down the pike? What's new and exciting that you can share with us?
Well, I know right now what's about to happen is Reentry Month is in April. So what we're looking to do here at Workforce Alliance, we are doing a show, not a show, but a screening of one of our films, documentary highlighting those that are in the reentry population, coming back into the community, looking for ways to change their lives through working, learning resources and connecting back. So we'll be doing a screening on April 22nd at Gateway Community College at 2 p.m. It is going to be one of the greatest things that we're going to be able to do during Reentry Month is because we invite those that are affected or in it to be able to share their stories on how their lives have changed. And the cool thing about what we do here at Workforce Alliance is, we have programs that touch into different audiences. So this is a highlight of our Next Steps program, which provides job opportunities, career connections with DOC and different community partners that are working in the reentry population. So be it that April's Reentry Month, we're super excited about that, to give those individuals an opportunity to learn about how their lives doesn't have to stop at one space, that there are other opportunities aside for them.
Did not know April was Reentry Month. I have to keep that in. Yes. I have to make a note of that now, as someone who has re-entered community. So, yes, y'all got a computer training with DAE. That's the district folks over there with AB. Is it AI?
Don't get me to lying.
Bot, AI bot. So over there at the district. Tell me about that. Because I've been wanting people to connect to them forever, right? Since they came on the scene. So it's nice to see that they're making inroads, and they're starting over there, particularly with Workforce Alliance, because I think the marriage of what they do and what y'all do is a good one.
Absolutely. So right now we are actually partnering and sponsoring a Workforce Alliance. Workforce Alliance is launching a 4-month program with District's Arts and Education, and it's teaching young people between the ages of 18 to 28 on software engineering skills. These are jobs that are highly sought after, but we often find individuals around that age bracket that may be busy, or you know how they say couch potatoes at home, their parents are trying to find something for them to get into, and this is free of charge. So it doesn't cost them anything. We just needed to show up, participate, and they'll get the skills that they need so they can be able to get jobs in the engineering field. I think it's a really good program because it's 4 months. You get to learn, you get an opportunity to learn all the different careers that engineering has to offer. You get to connect with the community, and the where DAE is housed at is an amazing campus. So individuals can get an opportunity to see the campus, learn about the different skills, get professional advisement on where they want to go. And Workforce Alliance is providing that free of charge. So no one is going to be charged to participate. It's free. We're looking for students who are between the ages of 18 to 28 to come, get involved in a hands-on classroom environment, and ask questions. I think that's the cool thing about it, is that DAE is opening up the doors. They're having open houses. They actually started on March 5th. So then continually there'll be open houses for individuals to participate. And if they want, Babz, they can log on to district's website, Transform, which is www.transformnhv.org, and just look for Adult Skills Program. And they can sign up, get involved, and get active.
Okay. So there's some information there. And then the biggest thing I think is the most challenging thing I think in this city is summer youth jobs for kids or young people.
Absolutely.
Talk a little bit about that. There's still a such thing, right? Like y'all still run that? Okay.
Yeah, so what we do is we provide programming for youth that are in school and out of school. So we have both an in-school program and an out-of-school program. The cool thing about what we do is we host a program called Project CEO, which stands for Career-Minded, Committed to Success. So young people that are career-minded, committed to success, and want to learn how to be CEOs of their own lives, their own opportunities, is what we here offer at Workforce Alliance. The program is for ages 16 to 24 in the South Central region that are attending high school or college. And our offer, this program is offered free of charge as well. So it doesn't cost them anything. Anything that we do here at Workforce Alliance doesn't cost our clients, our participants, anything. And they can find more about this program and the upcoming programs that are going to happen this summer at www.workforcealliance.biz. Click on the youth section and find out when our trainings are going to start. And we'll make sure that we continue to push stuff out on our social media as well, so people can stay connected. And we want to see young people become adults that are leading in their careers. And Project CEO is one of those programs that give them that opportunity.
So what is the age bracket for that? Like, what do y'all consider a youth?
So, well, we've categorized it as 16 to 24. So that way you're still in school. And then even if you're out of school, we still provide resources for you as well. So the in-school portion of it still teaches you the skills. Because, at that age, I was working at 15. So, a lot of these young people are looking, they're looking for opportunities, and they, don't want to be bored, don't want to be without a job or without a career interest. And Workforce Alliance provides that through Project CEO. In our youth programs.
And do y'all do any supports around that? Like, do you give them a bus pass or, I don't know, lunch money? I don't know. What do you do?
So what we do is everything is free. So depending on the need of the participant is how those caseworkers and those that are involved can make sure that they meet the needs of the students. For the most part, we try to make sure that we can be able to meet those barriers and remove those barriers from them not participating. So there's a list depending on the individual that they'll be able to get the resources that they need.
Okay. All right. And then when does that start? Like what does summer consist of? What's the time frame?
So right when school is kind of officially ending, around like the April, like May, June-ish area. There isn't an exact date, so I don't want to, put a date out there, because the program builds based off of the need of the students, but it is an annual thing that we're looking to continue to do for our students. So as it comes, I'll make sure we put out the information for exact dates when programming starts.
Okay. And so somebody has to recruit employers for this part of it, right? So you have to go out there and say, we got some kids well, maybe not,
Mm-hmm.
maybe kids is not the right word, but we have some young people who, some youth who need a place of employment, and would you take this on? At least that's how I remember it being. I'm not sure. So enlighten me.
So the good thing about Workforce Alliance, we're still connected to the business community. So we look for employers that are looking for employees. So when employers are looking for great people, they come to the Workforce Alliance because we have put them through training, we have given them the skills that they need, or we've tapped up or polished up the skills they already have, and we say, hey, here's a polished individual that can work in your line of careers or whatever you have going on. So we work closely with the business service team, which is our team, but we work close with connecting our business service team to the business community. And what we do is we try to make sure that whomever the business community is looking for, that we can funnel people into those different areas. And some of them may be our youth program, our skill up for manufacturing, our nursing program, which is actually starting really actually this spring. So we actually have a cohort that's starting in March 28th, and that gives them an opportunity to work side by side with those that are looking to hire in the nursing field. So we look for employers that are looking for employees to work in the different fields that we offer. So that's the good thing about what we do.
I had Garrett from the president and CEO of the chamber, Greater New Haven Chamber of Commerce, and he was talking about I guess there's a relationship between y'all and the Chamber of Commerce in terms of because the chamber is an 800 member organization of employers, right? And they heard from members that they are looking for a well-trained, ready workforce. So does that having a chamber that connected to the needs of their members work closely with y'all as you find work and opportunities for the clients that come through your doors?
Absolutely. We actually participated in their internship hiring event that happened, I believe it was 2 weeks ago. And it was packed with a lot of people. And I think what's really great about chamber events and our partnership and connection with them is that before most of the individuals can get the job, they always come to us. So we try to be the resource that's right there to say, hey, if you're looking for this job that you participated with at this chamber event, we can provide you with the training and the resources to make sure that you're the candidate that they're looking for that particular job. So I think the chamber and us have built this relationship because we understand that a lot of the individuals that they need to fill positions need skills, need career readiness, need resume writing, need professional writing skills or communication skills. And that's where the Workforce Alliance comes in and say, hey, we'll work with them. We'll give them computer skills. We'll train them. We'll build their resume. So when that job offer comes, they can feel confident enough to walk through that door. And I think the chambers are such a great connection because they have the people that are looking for the people, and we have the skills ready for the people.
Oh, I think I might want you to be mayor. I think you might need to take a run. I think that was pretty doggone good. Okay, so you've got that piece. So now what do y'all do for employers?
So what we do with employers is that we make sure that we connect them with those that are looking for job opportunities. So remember I mentioned the training portion. We do have a client base of those that are being trained, that are in sessions, and we provide employers with that direct connection to our audiences that are in the middle of looking for employment. And then we also we build this hub for employers so they'll be able to connect with our business service team. We try to make sure that the people we're sending to them are people that we could say they are A+, and we've checked them out and they are perfect for the job that you're looking for. One thing I will mention, we have highlighted a lot of the needs for minority-owned businesses, making sure minority-owned businesses are connected to our business service team. So we've connected with a lot of minority-owned businesses because a lot of them may not have, they may not be the bigger businesses that we hear of all the time, but they may be the smaller ones and they need support. They need constant communication. They need connections to those that are looking for job opportunities that may not be in some of the bigger businesses, but with the minority-owned businesses, they look and talk and they're in the community of those that they're looking to serve. And I think that connection has built really well relationships with those that we send to them, because they can say, hey, I walked away from this job and my employer looks like me. My employer knows where I, my background and understand where I'm coming from. So there's a connectivity, there's a connection there. And the Workforce Alliance is looking to build on that, because we need to make sure that our clients that are coming in, our participants that are coming in, feel like they are well respected in the places that they work, and they are well accepted in the places that they work. But as we continue to build that, we want to continue to connect them to our business service team so that we can help them be the businesses that they need, or help them find the resources that they need through the work we do at Workforce Alliance.
So if there's a business that's interested in hiring somebody from Workforce Alliance, the relationship with you and that business doesn't end once the hiring takes place.
No, ma'am. It continues, because what we do, we recently just started a newsletter that goes out highlighting the different businesses and connecting them. Because the way I see it is, if this business doesn't have it and another business does, why don't we connect them so that these businesses can work together, that they can find a common ground and be able to support each other? The business community has to be strong, especially during this pandemic. When we're watching business owners struggle to find clients, struggle to find talent, being able to talk about, hey, what are you facing as a business owner? And then find out that another business is facing the same thing. I think it brings a sense of accountability, responsibility, and also too, hey, we're in this together. And that's why we, created the business service team, so that we can build on that and that we can stay connected. Because just because you hired, Sarah from here doesn't mean that we don't have a whole list of other people that we can actually funnel to you as well. So we want to keep that ongoing relationship and keep clients feeling like there's a place for them to go after they've completed training, after they've connected. There's always an open door for them. And I think that's the plus side about being a part of Workforce Alliance. We keep the connection going. We keep it going because we know that there are opportunities there. We just need people to get to them.
So what's the best part of your job?
The best part of my job? I think I'm a creative. So I enjoy creating content. So I'm one of those people that I'm like, let me get all my meetings done before 12 o'clock so I can do lunch, and then I can spend the rest of my day making graphics, editing programs and things like that, because I think, we could get caught up in our skills, but we don't get a chance to really tap into our talents. So I enjoy being able to creatively just think out loud and brainstorm and create. I think that's the cool thing about being in communications, is that we interpret things just a little bit different, but we're trying to put a better message out there so that people understand what all the big people are saying and say, oh, that's what they meant by that. So I enjoy just sitting back and just creating. I think being creative and being a millennial has helped as well, because although we can multitask, we do enjoy our quiet time. And that may be just me sitting behind my computer, throwing graphics up and just editing away.
I like it. Now, are you commuting in from Bridgeport, or are you living in New Haven?
So I commute in. I live in Bridgeport. One thing I did learn is that there are multiple ways to get here, and I didn't know that. So I'm on hopping on the Merritt, and then my friend was like, no, you can get on exit 42 and you can swing around. I was like, oh. So the good thing is that I don't hit traffic. So that has been, let me knock on wood, but fingers crossed, it's been pretty good at getting here in the morning and, just finding our rotating schedule. So Workforce Alliance has us on different days and stuff like that. So the days that I'm noticing that I'm not traveling to work are normally the busier days on the highway. So I'm always kind of blessed in that area of just being able to go to work and not have to worry about getting stuck in, 30, 45-minute traffic. But it's good. It's an easy shot here and I like it.
Oh, good. So we talked a little bit about the pandemic, or maybe we haven't, you just kind of reference it. What are you hearing from the business community out there, or the people who are doing the hiring? It may not be just solely business, but what are they feeling? I mean, has the pandemic curtailed some of the efforts that you're trying to do? Do you feel like there's a little light at the end of the tunnel? Like, what are your thoughts?
So we recently just interviewed one of our one of our employers that go through the business service team, and one thing that she mentioned in her interview was that she had to understand that she was finding people that were coming to work, and then they would get COVID, or clients would get COVID. So things were at a standstill for her. But one thing I thought was really creative and I thought was cool was that she said, I always had to find new ways to continue to keep not only the clients engaged, but keep those that were coming to work engaged. And I think that's important, that we have a listening and opening ear to hear what our employers are saying as well as our employees. Because there's, if you think about it, Babz, people who are going, a whole year without actually having going to the office, they're like, well, I don't have to listen to someone tell me how to do my job. I can be at home and do my job. So I think employers are at this place where they're trying to, and no, it's not going to be fixed overnight, but they're saying, how can I be flexible with the people that I'm working with? How can I create a work environment that understands that people are really going through changes and transitions throughout this whole entire, deal with the pandemic, and there's pre-pandemic, post-pandemic. We haven't really got to the post-pandemic, but the idea of it is that employers are trying to find ways to be more open and to listen and to survey and to find out what can we do better, or what is already working that may just need to be cleaned up just a little bit, so that people feel like they can come back to work and they can feel that the work environment appreciates the work that they do. Because if you think about it, a lot of people worked really hard during the pandemic, and some people have more than one job because of jobs closing or not having enough staff. So it becomes a juggling act. And I think, Workforce Alliance and those that are connected to us are literally always at the drawing board, trying to find new and creative ways to stay ahead or stay afloat to some of the issues that our employers and our employees are facing. Because it's one thing to always, listen, but how can we listen and then act? How can we listen and take in their ideas and say, hey, we could tweak this because this makes more sense to the audience that we're targeting? How can we be flexible? And I think, understanding what flexibility looks like for the different jobs. I remember one of our staff members saying, well, not all jobs, you could do from home. You can't sand the roads when it snows from home. So some jobs are just a little bit different. And then there are some that, if you can work from home. If you can't, come to the office, or we can create a balanced schedule so that can keep people still at a minimum or a medium. That makes sense. So it's a working deal. We're all trying to figure it out. No one has the answers. This is not just happening in Connecticut, but across the states. People are trying to figure out what works. And, like I told my boss, I was like, we're not going into this saying that we're going to get it right the first time. Try it, see what works. If not, go back to the drawing board. And I think that's what we do best. We're not saying we're putting a rubber stamp and that is it. We're saying, let's go back. Let's continue to work on it and see what works best for the people we serve.
Yes, I mean, I think you're right. I think everybody is wrestling with how to accommodate employees who may not feel comfortable coming back to the office versus some employees who are excited to go back to the office and miss the connection to other people. So this is an interesting time that we're in, trying to figure that out. And particularly now that, the studies have shown that productivity has been up because people have been able to work from home. That the people that work from home are better producers of the work than when they were in the office. So I find that to be interesting and one to sort of for us all to examine, what does work mean? What does work look like? And can we do it? The pandemic has shown us that we can do it, from just about anywhere. So, now, do you just oversee New Haven, or Workforce Alliance?
No, ma'am.
So many offices. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so we are in New Haven, Meriden, Middletown, and we work with Hamden as well. So we cover quite a few different areas, providing different resources. Program-based, for the most part, is in those different areas. And we stay connected because I think community connections is so powerful. But even and then, like we were talking about, trying to find ways to get people back into our doors, it's literally going back to the drawing board and reminding people like, hey, we're still here. Our doors are open. You're more than welcome to come in. And as people start to see, things being lifted or people feel more comfortable, they'll continue to come through our doors. But it also takes us to just stay creative. I think that's one reason why I got hired, is because we have to think creatively, think outside the box, see what we can do to make people feel comfortable and responsible enough to even come back. So we're in New Haven, Middletown, Meriden, and Hampton.
Mm. And so do each of these cities have their own unique needs and offers, or if I walk into Meriden or Hamden, I get the same opportunities as if I walked into New Haven?
That's actually right. Our goal is to make sure that whatever we to replicate all of our services at all our different places. So we provide those services across the board. And the good thing about what we do at Workforce Alliance is we are one of 4 boards, I'm saying one of 5 boards that provide these different services. And we cover the South Central area. And because we cover the South Central area, those are the major spots that are under us. And we are the contractors, and we make sure that we provide these different resources through our American Job Center, which most people know it as the AJC. And we make sure that these services are provided and that this connectivity continue to stay for our clients. So we replicate those programs and all those different services for anyone in those areas, New Haven, Middletown, or Meriden, because we want to make sure they have that same effect that they came to New Haven. They can feel that same love at our other offices as well.
And so, and what is the relationship to AJC? Like, what is that in reference to Workforce Alliance?
So what we do is we are the individuals that make sure the opportunities are available, the connectivity, and then the AJC provides the different trainings and resources. So for example, right now, I was mentioning we have our nursing program that's starting. So we make sure the word gets out there. We make sure that the funds are there. And then the AJC actually implements and provides those trainings as well. So right now for Mid-State, we have a connection with Mid-State, and we're looking to do these trainings for March to get our individuals into there. So those that are looking for CNA, so we have a team that's set aside just for that. And I think that's the good part about it. These are the people that know the clients and connect with them, and we make sure that the word gets out about them, and we stay on top of all of the good deeds and all the community efforts, because I think that is so important as we continue our work.
Oh, okay. All right. So you have your work cut out for you.
Yes, ma'am.
And so talk to me about where do you message? How do you message, and how do you know if it's getting through to people?
So what we do is we are connected on our website. So if you log on to www.workforcealliance.biz, you could be able to pull up a number of programs, and you can see all the different programs that we offer. And then there's a training portal where individuals can find the training that they like, and say, hey, I want to do this. So if I want to go to Mid-State to serve as to train as a nurse, you could log that in, and we'll be able to connect you to those individuals that are working, which more than likely is Omira and her team. So shout out to Omira and her team that will literally put you in the training and make the initial connection with you in Mid-State. So that's the good thing about what we do, is that we want to make sure you get to us, and then we funnel you to your different places you need to be. So then you can go on our website, we're on social media, you can go on to Workforce Alliance. On Facebook, you can also go to Workforce Alliance, American Job Center on Facebook as well. Twitter, we're on Instagram as well. So, and then we also send out a newsletter as well, so that people can stay connected. And more than likely, when we do events, we capture all that information and we put it out there, because we want to keep people engaged. And I think a lot of companies and a lot of businesses are trying to say, how do I keep them engaged? And I think content, always refreshing their minds with new and creative content. And that is why we push for this, because people are visual, and those that are not visual, they like to read. So how can we tap in all mediums, whether that's in the newspaper, whether that's on social media, or whether that's a pamphlet, coming to their house and saying, hey, here's what we offer.
And so did I hear correctly that these trainings are free, or is there a fee, or?
Listen, I'm going to pull, I think I have it on the back of one of our folders. One of the sayings that we have on there is never a fee for employers or job seekers. So I'll say that again. There is never a fee for employers or job seekers. come to us. We're not looking to charge you anything. We just want you to be engaged. We want to keep you engaged. We want to provide you with everything. So you can come here and you can get a scholarship for a program, or you can get a stipend for participating in a program. That's how much we care about the work that we do. We want to remove the barriers. We don't want no barriers to stop you from walking through our doors. And right now, COVID may have been a barrier for a lot of people, but that's why we have our job club that's online. You can literally log on, and that's an online training platform as well. You can go online to our Zoom programs, and there's a lot of stuff that's online. But we also know a lot of people like to come through the door, so we're open as well. So again, there's no fee for a job seeker or employer. Just come to the Workforce Alliance.
Wow. And okay, so and y'all are on El Grasso Boulevard, the New Haven office.
Yes.
That's the one I know.
Yep.
I know that
560.
one. Okay. And so y'all are letting people come in the doors now?
Yeah. You can log onto our website, and if you need to make an appointment, you definitely can, but our doors are open. We want you to come in, we want you to engage, we want you to find out how we can help you. That's literally it. We want to know, what can we do for you? How can we support you? How can we make great things happen? And the doors are open, all of our offices. Just, where, like I said, there's the New Haven area, which is 560 El Grasso Boulevard. There's Meriden, which is 87 West Main Street, Meriden, Connecticut. There is Middletown, 272 South Main Street, Middletown, Connecticut. And then there's Hamden, 37 Moraine Street, Hamden, Connecticut. So they're open. We're open for you to come in. We want to see you. We want to get to know you, and we want to help.
Wow. I think that's incredible. I think that's a good opportunity. I think it sounds like you've covered all your bases. Do you do anything specifically for seniors? Because I know there are seniors who are wanting to get back into the workplace or the workforce. I mean, do you entertain those folks?
Listen, Babz, we entertain everybody. There's not a body we don't want. If there's a service that you need, if there's a program that you need, I guarantee it. If we have it, we'll provide you with the resources. If we don't, that's the good thing about Workforce Alliance. We'll connect you to someone that does. We want to make sure that we're keeping going, because at the end of the day, if we don't have it and we send you to someone else, you'll remember the connection. You'll remember how we provided you with a resource. So I think that's important. And, we have it. Log on to our website. I'll say it again, www.workforcealliance.biz. Look us up, find our resources, ask questions. We're here to answer them. And if we can't, we'll find someone that can. That's where we are. We want to make sure we're there for you.
Oh, I so appreciate this conversation. I think this is very necessary as we start to move toward the spring, and young people are starting to look for jobs, for summer jobs. And I didn't know the CNA training was free. That's pretty cool, because that's
we
barrier.
Yeah. So what we're trying to do is make sure that we connect individuals. And the good thing about our CNA program is that we're working with mid-state, so they get trained by mid-state staff. So that's the good part about it. Getting trained by mid-state staff gives them an opportunity to find out what they need, what they're looking for. And there's cool opportunities too, Babz. So they can literally train with mid-state, and possibly get hired in a larger institution. So that's the good thing about it. You're starting off one space, but you can end up in another space. So that training actually starts on March 28th, and that goes through May 16th. And you can register on our website, which we're pulled up right now. You can register on there, and you'll be able to be connected with someone who can walk you through the next steps. So please, 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 if you're looking to be trained to be a CNA, this is the place for you. And we want you at our doors. So definitely, again, www.workforcealliance.biz.
Okay. Well, I so enjoyed this conversation. I hope you come back. I hope you come back periodically and share and communicate with us all the things that's going on at Workforce Alliance, because I think this is such good information. And any way that we can be of help to support your efforts, let us know.
Definitely. And I hope you can attend our reentry event happening, our reentry screening. That's April 22nd at 2 p.m. at none other than Gateway Community College. You are more than welcome to come. We would love to see your beautiful face in the audience. And we want to make sure that we continue to tell the stories of those that are making change in their own lives and in their communities.
Oh, I love it. I
Next
love it.
steps.
I love it. As somebody who has re-entered a community from being incarcerated, I'm excited to see that it is on somebody's agenda to continue those efforts. So that's a good thing.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, thank you, Miss Bobbi Brown. I enjoyed you this morning, and congratulations on this new gig. And I'm glad that you are enjoying the commute in. And who knows, maybe we'll get you to move to the Elm.
Oh Lord, Bridgeport will probably have a fit, but we will see.
Okay, well, we don't want them to have a fit, but you tell them, you just listen, I'm just down the road a little bit.
Just down the road.
Just down the road. Thank you so much, and say hi to all the good people over at Workforce Alliance for coordinating this effort and this conversation this morning. I so appreciate it.
Definitely. Thank you for the opportunity. And I look forward to coming back and share some more what's happening in Workforce Alliance.
All right. That sounds like a plan, my dear. Sounds like a plan. All right, Harry, we are done on this wonderful Monday, but I'll be back tomorrow on Tuesday. Y'all be good. The weather is nice. Keep your clothes on, and I'll see y'all out here in these streets. I don't know, Harry. We might have to go look up some job stuff and see what's happening.
I know. She made me want to go look up.
I know. I was like, ooh, what can I get trained to do?
I know, free training. You can't go wrong with free training.
I think, do they got bartender training? See, I need a bartending training school. I need that. They got that?
I know.
All right.
But stuff like that is so look. There's opportunity and everything for people out there, and there's so many jobs open.
I know.
Go run and get trained. Go get a job that you can be proud of.
And some of these come with stipends, Harry. So you know what I mean? So if you in between gigs and you're trying to learn a new thing, you're not going to lose a whole lot of, you get a little something in your pocket so you can at least keep moving forward until you get your bigger paying job or a better paying job.
That's the key thing, moving forward, because all of us have worked in jobs that made us miserable. But
and I'll tell anybody, I can't ever go back to them days.
Yeah, it's like, oh my God.
I can't go back, Harry. This is the best job ever.
So that's what I'm saying. We understand about jobs that kill your spirit. And that's why you have to actually move upward. Upward.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, we're back tomorrow. So thanks a lot, and have a good day.
Wheels keep spinning to the morning light. Wheels keep spinning. Wheels keep spinning. Wheels keep spinning to the morning light. Wheels keep spinning. Wheels keep spinning. Wheels keep spinning to the morning light. Wheels keep spinning. Wheels keep spinning. Wheels keep spinning to the morning light.